Hi, I'm Rick Lambert, president of Destinations. We're a third-generation travel company. My grandfather started the business in the 50s. My father joined him, and for years they worked hard at building a great business. My brother and I now have the reins and are taking the company to new heights. We're on a mission to inspire and motivate people through creative and memorable travel events.
Growing up with my dad and grandpa, we would be at different places at the park or the grocery store, and strangers would come up and stop them, and they'd start talking about different trips that they'd been on with my grandpa or my dad, and they'd thank them, or they'd share some experience that they remembered. And I grew up with this idea that my grandpa and my dad really mattered in the lives of people.
Destinations is a full-service travel agency with a specialty in group meeting event travel. We specialize in creating memorable, unique experiences for our clients and their attendees that drive sales, create loyalty, and create lifelong memories.
The thing that I love most about what I do is inspiring people through travel.
Every year we have this great trip, this great contest. It's an incentive trip that we offer for them, and it's the top 20% of our producers. They're very motivated by it. It's a prestigious award that they receive.
We've used it to begin with as an incentive, a sales program for incentives. What I've discovered is that it's now a great retention tool, great recruiting tool.
Some of the places that we took our retailers with Destinations included China, Australia. We took them to Scotland and Ireland, England one time. We took them to Vienna, Italy. A number of cruises in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and a cruise up in the Baltic Sea.
We love creating unique, memorable travel experiences for our clients. A few examples: a recent program to Ireland. We set up a wonderful medieval banquet where guests received an invite to come and be fitted for a medieval costume. They were able to attend an event where an Irish bagpiper led them into the dining hall. Another one, we created an event at the Matterhorn in Switzerland where guests participated in snow games at the base of the Matterhorn.
I just thought Switzerland I was smitten by how beautiful it was, and the Matterhorn and so forth. And we went up and had a day up in the snow, and we had these games that they had us play, and it was sort of a knockoff Amazing Race, and we'd had a blast that day. It was a lot of fun. Those guys are the travel experts, and so as far as making the hotel arrangements, the travel, the air, the ground transportation, we hand it off to them. They take care of the entire package for us, and so we can continue doing our business on a daily basis. They take care of the travel part of it, and then the trip is just enjoyable, much more enjoyable for all of us.
I've been a managing partner with Northwestern for 22 years, so I've used a couple of the people, some of them back east. Found out that Rick and Destination Travel, they were the ones that were they've been the ones that have been the best with service, best with ideas, the best with creative support, and when they're along with the trip, you don't even have to worry about anything.
The folks at Destinations, Chris, Rick, Kip, all of the Lambert family gave us a very competitive product. I mean, there were times in the early going when our board of directors would suggest that we put the travel opportunities out to bid. And every time we did, we came back with an economic benefit that came through Destinations.
Every penny that I spend with Destinations is, to me, a great investment. So I can spend more time with the people that I'm wanting to really celebrate with, reward, and build relationships with. And Rick and Destination allows us to do that.
We wouldn't know about, for instance, a tour over to the ruins, or we wouldn't know about a zip line tour or a snorkel excursion. And those guys, they've got the experts in the local areas, and so they take care of all that for us.
And they had a good rapport with the people that they associate with, the hotel owners, the airlines, the ship lines. I mean, they were well respected. And when they asked for favors, if you will, or corrections of circumstances, they pretty well came through for us on every situation. So that puts your mind at ease, because something's going to go wrong, whether it's weather or interruption of flights or whatever. But to know you've got a professional on board with you enables you to have a security that it's going to come off the way that you had anticipated.
Rick is on call 24/7 while you're on the trip. And so any time any of the people have a concern, before they were coming to see me, even with other travel agencies, they were still coming to see me to get things booked. He has things set up. He has a little hospitality table every place set up to where you can come and see Rick right there.
We've shopped them around and we've stuck with them. And so we've always felt like the prices have been very fair, especially for the service that we get.
Chris Lambert always used to say he liked to travel with Associated Foods because we always went first class. I don't know if we really did or not, but they made us feel like we were first class.
He's always come on budget. I mean, when I give him budget, he comes in and says, we can do it for this, 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 this.
There's so much goes on in it, and that the layman just doesn't know about, because dealing with the attrition clauses, for example, in a hotel contract, and if we have some cancellations or if we have some add-ons, I just don't want to deal with that. That is what the experts do. That's what they do over at Destinations every day, and so they're so good at doing that kind of thing. And so it just makes the whole trip in general so much easier.
If you're a business and you're looking to grow sales, motivate your people, whether it's salespeople or customers, looking at gaining a greater market share, travel's the way to go. Cash rewards only go so far.
We are in the business of inspiring and creating amazing emotional travel events.
If you want a well-priced package, if you want great service before you go on the trip, during the trip, and then the follow-up, I would highly recommend Destinations Inc.
I would recommend them without equivocation.
I've been using Destination Travels for several years, and I've used several agencies in my 21 years, and Destination is the best. They're the gold standard. So if you want a gold standard experience, Destination is the one to choose.